Do you know, when we first started out in recognition of prior learning, the way we first started was that Randall got his skills recognised. In fact, he went off for that first meeting and I thought, family budget and all, that we were going to have to budget for one qualification, and we couldn't actually get our heads around how many he would be worth, and he rang and said he was eligible for 3. Now the reality is that every qualification comes at a cost. There's always an enrolment fee, and you would have seen that before. Not even school's free these days, there's always bills to pay. And do you remember that we're accredited, so we're run by the overseen by the Australian government, and so we've got to do that as well. But when you look at how much it costs, we're really aware that it comes out of the family budget. A good rule of thumb to apply is to think about it as worth about 50% of what you'd pay if you enrolled in a vocational course. So if you look at TAFE, for example, recognition of prior learning, we're sitting about 50%, about half. And that's an interesting thing because it spans depending on the qualification level. So from a Certificate 3 level, which is our lowest qualification that we issue, that sits around $995. And then we go all the way up to the postgraduate level, so above a bachelor, graduate diploma, and they're about $3,500. So you can see there's quite a spread. One of the interesting things for me is when you're looking at some of those higher levels, the diploma and above, you can often use those to transfer to university, and the cost, which might be $16.95 for a diploma, is a whole lot cheaper than that first year off uni, which is pretty much what a diploma can often equate to. And then you're saving yourself the time that you're not spending studying, and how quickly you can get into the next job market, so how competitive you can be chasing that job, getting paid. So even though there's an investment in it, through recognition of prior learning, there's actually a lot of cost savings that come about, and they're really important things to factor in when you're working out your budget.